We are back for another moment to get a little lunch, get a little learning on, and see what we can figure out today. And today we're going to talk about we're still on the soapbox of the hustles because it's the beginning of the year. Yes, it's the second month, but it is still the beginning of the year. And we are still seeing a lot of the same old, same old. So why not go ahead, call it out, and see if we can save a few small business friends and buddies from going down that path. Let's get into it. Are you ready? Good afternoon. I am Gwendolyn G.R. Houston Jack. Welcome to HouJack DMS Live Learning. We are streaming to LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. Yeah, there you go. Sometimes I forget. And it's not like I have that many, but I am human, believe it or not. So we are ready to get into another quick little, God bless it. I'm going to say another soapbox moment because it chaps my hide. And I probably should not be so invested, but there's nothing worse than seeing people being taken advantage of. I was the oddball in school. I was the kid who got picked on. I guess I'm going to say maybe one of the underdogs because, there's always a couple of underdogs here and there, right? Which is probably why I always root for the underdog. Nothing irks me more than witnessing other people take advantage of persons who are already at their ends, and typically their financial end. So we're not talking that this not only hurts their heart, this is hurting their pocketbook. You got to cut it out. And I will get on a soapbox 5,000 times a day, 7 days a week, if I have to get one more person to not get caught up into the foolishness. So today we're going to talk about the selling information is still the biggest side hustle. It is the biggest side hustle. The biggest side hustle. It's a hustle, people. I'm going to call it what it is. There are some of us who are highly charismatic. I'm clearly not one of those people. I'm not highly charismatic. Not at all. I have thorns, right? I am a rose, but I got thorns. So people rarely want to pick me up and be like, hey, let's hang out with Gina. Like, nah, that's okay. If you're highly charismatic and you've got a great personality and you have a way of entertaining adult, you can get over on somebody. And the biggest way right now, as we talked about 2 weeks ago, is selling information. And this is selling you the dream that all you have to do is buy this product, buy this quick fix product. And you too can own your own e-commerce store. You too can do drop shipping. You too can write an ebook. You too can be a coach. It's only going to cost you $30, maybe $50, maybe $100. It's all it's going to cost you because deep down inside, you have it. You've got a great idea. You've got expertise. You've got it. Here is the deal. Here's how all the other people do it. They're not doing it for themselves. Someone does it for them. You can do it too. Just send me $60 that you don't really have, and I will send you this dream, and it's up to you to make this dream work. You got all the parts, you're like, well, I think I have all the pieces. Do I have all the pieces? And now, wow, okay. I gotta do what to make this work? Wait, what? I need batteries. It's upsetting. And understand where we are as an American society right now. We haven't raised the wage in like forever. And there are a number of persons, even with a 2-income household, that are barely making it. Now, I'm going to take out the part how we are obsessed with stuff and we're buying stuff that we don't need. I'm going to leave that part out. I'm going to leave it out. And I'm not saying that I'm excused from that. Like, I do look at things, I'm like, do I really need that? Do I? But I do know for every one new thing I purchase, 2 or 3 things get out of this house because it's just collecting stuff. And we're not taking any of this with us, right? Not a one. So I'm going to leave that part out. So beyond that, we have a way of living beyond our means here in American society. We have this amazing financial system that says you don't really have to pay for your dream. You got to finance it. Just finance your dream. Before you know it, that dream is now a nightmare. And so we are looking for ways to supplement either the dream or get out of the nightmare, or both. And that leads to extra income. The current buzzword is passive income. You put a little bit of something in, you wake up, and all of a sudden you got $1 million in your checking account because, whoo, that's all it took. A couple dollars in a dream, that's all it took. So there are a number of people who recognize this. They are highly charismatic. They are very entertaining, and they have a way of talking to people who are at their wit's end financially that says, hey, if you just give me your last $40, you can make it into $2,000. People love that. You know that show American Greed? It exists for a reason. And some of it is greed. Some of it is, I just want to stretch my retirement dollars. So I guess on a level of greed is like level 20. It's not like the guy who already has a whole bunch of stuff or the gal who already has a whole bunch of stuff. It's not that. This is like, I'm retired and I got to make this work. I got to make this last because, there are persons who see an opportunity. And when they see a mark, they go for the mark. And they sleep well at night because, well, they've got the $2,000. All they had to do was sell a couple of these to people who are looking for a way out of their current nightmare. So information is still the biggest side hustle. So let's just tear down some things. So all those people who were like, you can be a coach in 30 minutes, just send me your money. Information's free, right? We have the internet. You've got Google, you've got Bard, you've got Bing. Well, Google is Bard's AI. So let me take that back. You have Google's Bard. You have Bing's Copilot. Yeah. You got ChatGPT. You have all these tools at your disposal that are free right here, right now. And let's not mistake that a good number of these coaches, they're using AI to make these coaching tools, okay? They're using AI. Hear me clearly. I don't care that you use AI. It is the tool. It's like a calculator. It's like your car. It's like riding a bike. It is a means to an end, but a faster means to an end. Now, AI can write you a whole bunch of stuff and it can look like somebody else's stuff. So make sure that you put yours in. So I'm not knocking that, but just know that they're using that. So why wouldn't you just use it? Why are you paying someone else to do that? Like, why not use the tools that you already have? You have a library card, right? You have a library card. You have access to the internet. What you don't have access to, perhaps, could be real life experience and expertise. And that's how I'm going to flip this. If there's anything you want to pay for in regards to information, you should pay for a human's real life expertise and knowledge. Don't pay for the AI. Don't pay for that. Like if someone is selling you an online course, I'm not knocking it because it's like, it is very similar to buying a box cake. You don't really want to take the time to figure out how much baking flour and how much this and how much that to make this beautiful cake. You need a leg up, but take the cake and then do your own little zhuzhing and make it into what you want to make it into. So I get it. Or maybe just fix it the way it is. Like, okay, I got it. Perfect. That may work for you. And there are some courses that I am certain are specific to that person. It is their framework that they have designed. It's out of their brain. It's ugh. So yeah, I can see that if you cannot pay for the individual's time, then perhaps buying their course is the best way to go. My suggestion with that is to find some way to audit it. Find some way to talk to previous students who have purchased this. And it doesn't baffle me and it doesn't escape me that a lot of these courses don't have a place where people can leave reviews about said course. They don't have that. Because why would they want you to know that what they're selling ain't about nothing? They don't want you to know that before you buy it. No, come on now. And when you buy it, it's non-refundable because it's digital, it's information. You've already looked at it. You could have copied it. So how do I know that you're not cheating me? That's the game. That's the game. My suggestion, and this goes back to what we always say here at HouJack DMS, exhaust the free. Small Business Administration nationwide has an organization called SCORE, and they will help you do all the things you have to do for your business. They will give you a mentor, a free mentor. What? They will give you a free mentor. Should I say it again, crowd? Yeah, say it again. They will give you a free mentor so that you don't have to fall into pitfalls. And if you are the person who is trying to figure out how to make the ends meet, what you have to also do is figure out how not to spend more money to supply and fund your dream. Why not use what the government is giving you for free? Take the SCORE mentor. Let that person work with you to get all the things figured out. And then when you are ripe and ready and financially stable, then you find the right person to invest in their expertise and information, invest in their knowledge. And if you can work with somebody, then definitely do that. I know people offer coaching. They typically offer group coaching. So the group coaching price typically is cheaper than having one-on-one because one-on-one is individual. And that is going to cost you more money because it's taking up somebody's time. Time is not cheap. It is not. I also recently have met more and more coaches, consultants who are volunteering time to those who cannot afford their services at the moment. A lot of them put aside a certain number of hours, could be 1 hour, could be 2, but they put aside a certain number of hours that they are willing to donate. And once that time is up, that time is up. Take advantage of that. And I don't want to say take advantage as in just take, but make the most of that opportunity. Now, you have to understand that when people are donating their time, they are not giving away all the things. If that's what you require, you're going to have to pay them. But it is a great way to audit what you might be paying for. If you are now attending a free coaching session, a free coaching group session, and you're seeing how this person operates and how they work, and it's not moving your spirit, then you already know, I don't need to even invest any more time into this, even the free stuff, because that's not where you're thriving. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. But don't keep showing up and taking up a spot when you're not going to use that information. So don't do that, right? Use what's available to you. Exhaust the free. Because information, these people out here who are slick tongue and just yeah. They don't mind that you keep putting dollars into this, knowing that you're not the person who is going to stay the course. You're not going to do all the things it really takes to make it work. They don't mind that. I mean, we see it every year. Look at the gyms. If I was really a person who lived that kind of life, and I'm sorry, I'm not, but I could open up a gym in a heartbeat, knowing that January, February, March, I'm going to probably make a good chunk of money because I'm going to get a lot of people who are dedicated to changing their life and exercising and blah, blah, blah. They're going to sign a membership that goes for 12 months and they're not going to, show up. And then at a certain point, it can't be canceled. So I've got a whole year of income already in the bank. And then they're going to drop off and come back because now it's the spring and they got to get ready for their summer body. And they're going to come back again and work out 3 days for maybe 2 weeks. And they're going to fall off again. And then they'll do it all over again next year. Now, in there are some real people who are dedicated, but you have the stragglers who come in and out because it takes work. Self-care takes work. Wellness takes work. Dedication, commitment. We just throw money at stuff. We just throw the money at the stuff thinking something will stick. Well, nothing changes if nothing changes. But that's not the life I live. What can I tell you? But that is what I want to leave you with. Before you put down another dollar for another course that you're not going to complete, that may not work for you, you just stop, pause, and do your due diligence. If you have not used the resources from SCORE, and I have gone to a couple of them, they even do a lot of online webinars that are free. Yes. They have experts who are giving their time, donating their time to help other small business owners. If you are not participating in that, I'm going to tell you, you might want to pause on buying something else. That's just me. But what do I know, right? What do I know? I do know this. I do know that you guys, if you're not already, you should get on our email list. We put out something every other week because, again, we don't want to bombard your inbox. That's just not how we roll. But we do want to share good info with you. We have events coming up. It's a lot of events coming up. Our workshops and things of that nature are going to start coming up. So get on the newsletter list at HouJackDMS.com. We again thank you for tuning in for another quick lunch and learn, as I like to say. You can eat something and get your learning on. Like to multitask. Because we like multitasking sometimes, but not all the times. Hopefully, and I know hope is not a strategy, it's merely a wish without a plan, but hopefully you have taken the word that we have shared with you today. And you're just going to be a little bit more cautious on that very next coaching idea, e-commerce idea, ebook idea. Just pump your brakes. SBA, SCORE, get you a mentor, sign up if you have not already, and let's go get it.